Meet Amy and John.
Hey,
John, good to see you. Amy, great to see you.
In early 2024, they moved from Maui to Xativa, a deeply historic Spanish town of some 30,000 inhabitants in the country's east, about 1 hour inland from Valencia. I know them because they're alumni of my Move to Spain masterclass. And today, we're going to spend the day together, seeing how their life is evolving in their adopted home and learning about their efforts to integrate into a relatively small Spanish town.
Hola.
And of course, the move hasn't been without challenges. They bought a historic home in the old Jewish quarter with plans to renovate. But given the building's unique historic character, progress on the project has been slower than they'd hoped.
And now it's been a year.
And the work hasn't started, really.
No, a little over a year.
Xativa is layered with history. The Romans were here, the Moors left their mark, and it even gave the world 2 popes from the infamous Borgia family. And looking over the town is its impressive medieval castle. And since arriving, John and Amy, who are retired, have made the walk up to the castle their morning ritual.
Apparently we're going for a walk to start, right?
Yes.
And a byproduct has been that it's helped them to integrate into the town.
We have our sort of regular crew. Depends on what time you go.
You see people.
You see the same people, and then we see those people around town, and that's been really fun because
they recognize
they recognize us and smile and wave. And
You have to touch it. Okay.
Yes.
That's right.
All right. Did I make it?
Yes.
Legit? Official?
I want to know more about what led Amy and John to pack up their lives in Maui and move to Spain.
I left healthcare IT in February of 2020 and went into tourism. Not the best career choice I ever made.
I know all about that.
Yeah, so I was working remote, and then we were just kind of talking about like looking to the future, like what do we want the next 10, 15, 20 years to look like?
Yeah.
And it's like, do I want to keep working for the man, so to speak, for the next 10 or 15 years? So we were just like, let's look at moving abroad somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we were like, well, if we have to learn a different language, John already spoke some Spanish.
Yeah.
So then we're like, well, let's look at Spanish-speaking countries. And I really wanted to come to Europe because I wanted to explore and travel around Europe. And so we came to Spain on a scouting trip for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. I'd never been here before.
You fell in love. You'd never been to Spain before.
But I wanted to know why they chose Xativa, this town of 30,000 people about an hour inland from Valencia.
You know, it has sort of everything that you need. There's a hospital right outside town, easy train access. It's big enough that it has, like, you know, all the grocery stores and doctors'
It's the capital of the comarca, so it's got more going on just because of that.
Yeah.
So it's small, but you've kind of got everything here. And you've got Valencia an hour away.
Exactly,
That kind of ticks all those boxes.
We wind down through the brush past a 12th century church to a cafe at the bottom of the hill.
Hola. ¿Qué tal? ¿Estáis bien? Sí, muy bien. ¿De verdad?
Building community is one of the toughest things when you arrive in a new place. But every Friday, without fail, Amy and John come here, showing up again and again, and showing that they're here to stay.
So we came to this cafe, like the first time we came to Xativa, I walked up to the castle.
February, on Monday, when they're like, everything's closed.
And we came here, and they were just like so friendly and nice and welcoming. And so we just thought, it just like gave a nice feeling of like, people are welcoming here and friendly. And that's really have found that to be the case, and not just at this cafe, but other places around town too. People are just nice to you.
There wasn't any kind of like suspicion or anything like that. It's more just like curiosity. I think.
Yes, and curiosity, and just kind of like, how'd you find Xativa?
How did you get here?
That was somebody asked me just the other day. It's like, do you just live here, or do you just come for the summer? And we're like, no, we live here. This is our life. Now. And it was, you could kind of see this like, it was like, now That means
you're a neighbor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You're part of our community.
Yeah. The plan was simple. Buy a historic home, spend 6 months renovating, move in. But Spain's bureaucracy had its own ideas. So this is your rental.
Yes.
This is while you're doing up your other property.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here she is.
So you've been here a year and a half now.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually,
We'll take a quick look around here, and later we'll visit their dream home.
We initially signed a 6-month lease for this place because we met with the architects the day after we closed on the house. So we were like, oh yeah, we'll get some work done.
Yeah.
We got things going.
Yeah.
No problem.
6 months we'll moved in.
And now it's been a year.
And the work hasn't started really.
No, a little over a year in Xativa.
I love this very moody.
Oh yes,
That's
John's
mine.
ancestor.
That's yours. Okay, I was going to say, wow, obviously this was here already, but no, you brought
No. I had shipped some like family heirloom stuff.
Yeah.
Like 1 pallet.
Yeah.
So that's my 10th great grandfather, the first governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony.
Wow.
Or the governor for short.
Or the governor.
The governor, he watches over you when you
He
eat.
does. Yeah. Don't do anything wrong, or because he was a Puritan.
How much did you guys bring? Actually, if you come a little closer, just for the light.
Each of us had 1 large suitcase.
Yeah.
And then a backpack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what we brought with us. And then we had.
This guy's strapped to your back. No, it is that. Yeah.
No, we had 1 pallet, so
Okay.
it was 110 cubic feet.
So what is that? Like, is that like would fill
A pallet, that size, stacked up to 10 feet tall.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Although this is not their final home in Xativa, I ask for a quick apartment tour.
This is our sort of catch-all storage room
Okay.
/ guest room. So we have all our boxes and then winter clothes. Just
Stuff
sort
in
of,
here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your storage. Okay.
Yeah. And then the bedrooms.
So did you install that air conditioning setup? Because it just wasn't, you couldn't sleep without.
The landlady had that.
Oh, the landlady had it.
I can't. I need cooler. This is typically a small Spanish kitchen.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, can we redo this? But, no.
It's funny because when you walked in here, like, I didn't know if you're being ironic or not. This seems like a big kitchen.
It seems like a big kitchen. I know. Some of them are.
I've been here for too long.
The sinks is like, why
Is that small to you?
Yes.
That's like
I know.
sink size.
I know. That's sink size. I know. Well, this is one place where we will not integrate because it's like I said about the air conditioning.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Hey there, just briefly, a quick update from Spain Revealed HQ before we get back to John and Amy. If you're planning a move to Spain or you're even just curious about what's really involved, I'm running a free webinar where I'll walk you through the 7 secrets to a successful move. I'll take you through the key steps in the whole journey from setting your vision and timeline to immigration and finances to choosing a location, finding a home, and creating your landing plan. During the webinar, I'll also open up enrollment for my Move to Spain Masterclass. This is my signature program that I only offer twice a year, and it gives you a complete structured roadmap for moving to Spain the right way. That means step-by-step lessons, live expert sessions with immigration lawyers, financial specialists, and real estate pros, plus a supportive community of kind, accepting, and like-minded movers. It's where we go deep and cut through the confusion so you don't have to figure it out all alone. Amy and John, who you're meeting in this video, are alumni of my Move to Spain Masterclass. But look, whether the masterclass is right for you or not, come to the free webinar. It's going to be packed with value. And if you can't make it live, no worries. Just make sure you're registered and I'll send you the recording afterwards. The webinar is on 9 September at 6 p.m. Madrid time. To register, go to spainrevealed.com/Spain webinar and I'll see you there. Let's jump back to Xativa and Amy and John. Amy heads off for a haircut and John takes me on his regular shopping route. But first we walk through the main square. Today's market day. So I came into the square last night, Monday, and it was pretty quiet. There's one place open.
Yeah.
But you say it gets busier, yeah?
Mondays, there's like one place open here, right? And then Tuesdays, maybe there's another one that's here that's open.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, more places are open.
Yeah.
So if you came in yesterday, you wouldn't see there were no chairs and tables out except the one place.
It was really quiet.
On a Friday night, it's wall-to-wall tables and chairs.
Really?
And people.
Wow.
We hit the local produce market. Amy and John are conscious of supporting local businesses and respecting local rhythms. And so each shopping trip includes several stores, which feels important to them.
You're telling me you could go to the supermarket.
Yeah, you can go to the supermarket, but we wanted, that's where you talk about the fabric, the social fabric, being these micro connections of seeing the same people in the same places where you do your business.
Yeah.
So we made an effort. We go to the grocery store for staples. We go to the grocery store
Cleaning products.
Or if we're just like so tired of thinking about it, we just go there one trip.
Yeah.
But we do make an effort, and it's paid off because now we see those people around town.
Of course.
Because we've got that sort of micro connection with them. You see them, and then you're integrated just a little bit more because of it.
And the fruit and vegetable, how much was that? What did you spend? €7.60?
About €7.
How would that compare to back?
Oh, gosh.
I was going to say back home, but this is home.
This is home. So those peaches would have been $7 at Whole Foods or whatever store you could get them.
Yeah.
It would have been $7 just for those peaches.
Yeah.
So I got the peaches, a really nice salad tomato, an avocado, the 2 cucumbers, Paraguayos, 3 apples, 3 nice apples, all for €7.
Yeah.
Xativa is full of contrasts. Some streets are alive with cafes and families.
This is beautiful, just wandering around here.
Yeah.
Look at this plant market.
While nearby, you'll see quiet alleyways and buildings left to fade.
I see these buildings, to change topic, and I'm like, who's going to buy that? If it's going to cost $100,000 to do that place up, that's a lot of money for some people.
It's the reality of maintaining an ancient town where history endures, but resources don't always keep up.
Walking through Xativa, it feels just like a very real place to live.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not a tourist resort town, or it's kind of got this beauty that is, parts of it are run down, right? There's some collapsing buildings, but that's real, and that speaks to the situation of the town at the moment, and it's old.
Yes.
But it's sort of easier maybe to integrate because people aren't sort of just seeing you as another tourist or something. They're more willing to see oh wow, they're living here.
That helps us to integrate just because people don't look at us as just they're going to be gone in a little bit.
You're up. No pressure.
Las tengo son congeladas.
¿De qué?
¿Esta?
Sí.
La tengo congelada.
Sí. Vale. It depends on the day, but there's I always talk about rhythms of life, the rhythm of life. And today's a Tuesday, so it's not full. On a Thursday, the case is all full because everybody's buying for the weekend.
There's more food. Yeah.
There's more stuff available.
Yeah.
But you can also message them on WhatsApp and they'll put your order together for you. They'll even deliver it in time.
As we walk through the town, I'm impressed how John greets numerous people.
And I just see you guys saying hi to a lot of people. It's impressive.
Well, I've been made fun of for that before. So.
No. You live it.
Yeah.
Own it. It's the way.
With the shopping finished, we head to collect Amy from the hairdresser.
Buenas. Hola. Estoy documentando su vida aquí en Xativa.
Muy bien.
Sí.
While she's in the chair, her barber talks about how he sees foreigners integrating into local society.
Con Amy fue una conexión buena.
Sí.
Por eso, porque ella también tenía muchas ganas de poder interactuar con gente.
Claro.
Eso a mí me pareció estupendo. Estábamos hablando hace un rato de enriquecernos la vida, no de dinero. Enriquecer el alma, enriquecer la persona.
Sí.
Y al final se trata de eso, ¿no?
Sí, claro.
Venimos para un rato y eso es muy bueno, conocer culturas diferentes, conocer gente diferente.
Sí.
Y aprender de todo ello.
Sí.
Y a mí me encanta, ¿eh? Cuando viene ella piensa que solamente aprende ella, pero yo aprendo muchísimo.
Ya.
Hace un rato estaba aprendiendo los estados de allí.
Sí. Las 52, ¿no?
Bueno, he aprendido algunos, pero no tanto. lo que yo más destaco de Amy es que realmente en su carácter le veo que parece más latina. Que la veo más española, es como que abre, o sea, ella se suele abrir. Sí. Entonces a mí me parece súper interesante. Sí. Porque si una persona se queda consigo, o sea, es más complicado poder interactuar, pero ella se abre y podemos conocernos. Sí. Y eso es lo más interesante.
Ok, hasta luego, encantado. Que vaya bien. And then we duck into this wonderful little pastry shop, the kind that hasn't changed much in 50 years, to pick up an almoixavena, a traditional local pastry with Moorish roots that we'll have after lunch. But it's not time to head home just yet. Amy's heading to the Darca Language Academy for her Spanish class. We chat to her teacher Darcy, who runs bilingual events to connect English speakers and Spanish-speaking locals.
Yeah, the classes have been fantastic, and I've met a lot of people through class, and my Spanish has improved. I just believe that you have to live it and do it, and that's how you learn it best, if it's really kind of hands-on. So that's why I created these bilingual activities, because I have Spanish students learning English and English students learning Spanish. Okay, great. And so they need to practice, and the best way to learn is through relationships. Yeah. And so we have a community here. Yeah. And it's really beautiful and really fun. We have like the best people. Yeah. And we're all kind of on the same page where we're open to new cultures. Yeah. We're open to practicing our language and exploring. So it's like
I've been invited to sit in on Amy's Spanish class. They're practicing the past tense, so Amy talks about our filming as if it were yesterday.
Okay, Marlena, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien. Ayer hacíamos un video para YouTube con James Blake. Él es muy famoso en el internet.
Clearly you don't know what you're saying.
Bueno, entonces hicisteis un video.
Sí.
¿Pero de qué? ¿Con un chico famoso?
Un día en la vida de Marina y Joan. Sí. Y de Xativa.
Y solo en Xativa, ¿no?
Sí, solo en Xativa.
Qué guay.
Sí. Es muy interesante.
Before heading out, I asked Darcy one Spanish tip she'd share with people who are moving to Spain.
You need to remember that Spaniards, they are very cool. You use any of your Spanish and they'll just embrace you. Yeah. They will not judge you. Yeah. So you come in, do the best you can, and use your Spanish. Just keep talking it, and it'll get better and better and better because they're not judging you. Yeah. They think it's awesome. So you use it. Just go out and open up to it.
Yeah.
Back at the apartment, Amy and John get to work on lunch.
John and Amy tell me they mostly cook Spanish dishes. For them, it's partly about integrating, but it's also just practical. Those are the ingredients available in the markets.
I like that you poured my wine in just a tumbler. That's very rustic village stuff. No wine glasses here. We sit down for the delicious meal. And while I'm impressed at how they're working hard to integrate, I am curious about how they see building community long term.
There's a couple from Argentina. Okay. We had them over for dinner, and we spoke Spanish for 3 hours. So we were really proud of ourselves. Because they don't speak English, or? He
limited.
Speaks some.
Oh, great. She speaks none.
Hardly. Yeah. So it was mostly in Spanish. So that was a workout.
I met them through the bilingual club.
Okay. Yeah. And I've seen you, John, saying hola, bon dia to a lot of people. You know, it made me wonder, like, one thing is like the random connections with the butcher, and those are valuable, right? The other thing is like friendship, community, and how do you see that? And the Argentinian dinner made me think of that. Like, how do you think about that sort of, long term, like building friendships?
I think it's something that is definitely challenging, because to be able to create like a close friendship,
emotional connection.
Like to be able to express yourself and be vulnerable in another language is really hard.
The one thing I say to everybody before they move, because I made this mistake, is working on your Spanish. And I say that, and it's the one thing, because you're busy with visas, understandably, and you're like, when I get there, or I'll do a little bit of Duolingo beforehand. Duolingo doesn't cut it. You need a tutor beforehand and afterwards. And people who have moved say, the one thing I wish I'd done more is learn more Spanish.
Absolutely. Yeah. And also, I guess I would say too, like, if one or both people, if you're in a couple and you're not quite there with your Spanish, like, make sure your relationship is rock solid, because you're going to be spending a lot of time together, and you'll really depend on each other for a lot of those social things. You know, in the States, like, I would go off with my girlfriends, or you'd go off with the guys, or whoever. Like, you'd have that separateness, right? That here we don't have as much.
Cheers to that. I have no wine left.
Oh,
I see. I didn't think that was not a hint.
There's a drop left.
Oh my God! I can't believe we shared a bottle. I didn't even drink. Squeeze it out. And now for that local sweet treat we picked up earlier. That tastes like almost every Spanish sweet. Light, flaky, dry, and sugary. No, but it's got something good, unique going on. It's pretty basic, you know. It's but there's something kind of nice in the basicness and of knowing that it's from here. It's like, well, this is what they eat here, and it's kind of nice and sugary, and it's a treat.
It's not about the food. It's not about the wine. Whereas in the States, it's like, oh, this is whatever, this is Napa, whatever, blah 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 blah. And it's this much, you know. In Spain, it's more about who you're with than what you're having. And that's been a real change for us, because I was all about the IPAs in the Pacific Northwest, right? It's like, oh, this is a 86 IBUs on a triple IPA. I've sort of given that up. Looking for the specialness of the thing. And made it more about the specialness of the community, of the people I'm with. And it's a real shift for me to do that. To let go of the specialness of what I'm consuming. And make it be about, I'm consuming camaraderie rather than like things.
It's time to head to the historic home Amy and John bought. It's right in the old Jewish quarter.
Came down here, of course, the realtor, he's like, are you not bothered by like this?
I was going to say, because it looks like a kind of a rundown street, and so
kind of
there's obviously this place is done up over here.
Ours.
Oh, that's yours. So
That's our house.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful. So the whole house? Wow. The abandoned building opposite speaks to the time and cost necessary to renovate these old places.
I did want to mention about this sort of like mixed, houses that are run down and houses that are fixed up and stuff, because in the States it's more segregated in way, in like parts of the city or neighborhoods, like, where certain areas are like gentrified. This is super nice, and then this part of this
run down
over here is right now. At first I would had my like sort of US lenses on, and I'd be like, oh, are we in like a sketchy neighborhood?
So you'd walk down here and you'd see this building which is empty, and and you'd be like, like broken glass, and you're like, oh my God, are we gonna?
But it's not like there's families living on the street, and another couple our age, and like it's just more mixed in.
Totally. Wow. This is amazing. No, but like it's like amazing. What a beautiful, incredible space.
Right?
Is this how you bought it? Have you done anything?
We've torn the ceilings out.
Ceilings out. Okay.
Torn up all of the tile from upstairs.
Okay, so this is upstairs. Okay, take me through.
While their new home has been added on to and changed over the centuries, some parts of the building could date back more than 500 years. And that's the root of why this renovation is taking so long.
But there's nothing under here per se? Like whatever was here was pulled up?
I've not been able to clearly examine it because I've been restricted from digging. The architect said, oh no, don't dig. They looked at me. I said, well, I want to dig and see what's under there. And they're like, no. Don't do that unless you want your house to become a museum.
Wow, okay.
Because the archaeologists
they'll come and inspect.
And they will say, okay, you went below that, we have to go down. And they trench down a meter or a meter and a half. And they're like, if you dig, you will find something. Because underneath here is the Moorish period. But below that is Roman. And you will find stuff. I mean, we know somebody who our city archaeologist went in and they were like, oh, well, we found this like alabaster sink from the 15th century.
And the bottom of
a Roman column. And beneath that, we looked like it was a road, but we just covered it up because we didn't want to go any deeper.
Yeah.
Look at the kitchen, right? Compared to the other one.
Oh, this is huge.
It's huge.
Yeah. Still got your small sinks, but you got 2 of them.
Yes.
Yeah. This is what my SketchUp of the kitchen will be, is like counter over here.
Okay.
Counter over here. Galley kitchen, basically.
Uh-huh.
Refrigerator. Pantry over here. Built-in pantry.
Yeah.
We'll move the stove over here.
Okay.
And the sink slightly, so we'll have lots of prep area.
Yeah.
Stove with prep area.
So this is the patio.
Uh-huh.
Not a terrace, a patio. No. Interior patio.
Yeah.
And so this is actually going to get opened up there because you have to have it open to for circulation and light, and you can't be dependent on your neighbors, because that's our neighbors.
Because they could build.
Terrace right there, yeah. So
you have to knock that open up there.
So that's one of the things that'll happen with our phase 1 is they'll fix that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they'll put in a steel grate so you can still walk on it.
Okay.
It'll still be part of your terrace.
So this will have a bit of an outdoor feel still.
Yeah. So these are my starter plants.
Okay.
So we're gonna put more plants and maybe a little, because this will get moved.
The boiler.
So we'll have maybe like a little bistro kind of table out here.
Ah, cool.
Coffee and
And what will you do with what is now this bathroom with the amazing 60s, 70s tiles?
Right? Isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah, I know. This stuff's back.
We're gonna keep some of the tile.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, it's kind of a lot on all the walls.
Yeah. Simpler times.
This will remain a full bathroom in here. And we'll just update it a little bit. But generally, sort of the layout will be the same.
I asked them to give me a rundown of what's holding up the renovation project.
So we closed on the house June 4th of last year. And then we met with the architects here the day after. Yeah. And but then we hadn't like officially hired them or anything. We just did like a walkthrough. Yeah. We gave them our whole wish list of everything we would want to do. And then they went back and did this report basically and said like, you know, here's all of the information around where it's at in the town and the rules that apply and, you know, the state of all of the things that are wrong with it. And so then after we got that and we went through and then they at the end of that report there's a big number that says if you want to do all of the things that you told us you want to do, it'll cost this much. And then we were like, oh, we don't want to do all of those things because we don't have that.
And then like a map app, we were like recalculating.
Yes.
Recalculating.
So part of it was also just adjusting your plan and the back and forth.
Yeah, and then we had to like actually like hire them officially for the project. So we did some back and forth with prioritizing, and then they said, well, we'd recommend doing a phased approach, and here's what we recommend in phase 1, and based on what you guys said, and we said yes, that sounds good. Then we had to like get a contract with them, and then they went on vacation, of course, for the month of August. So that didn't get done until like September or so. And then they basically had to put together plans for that phase 1
to submit to
the city,
but
then the city architect goes, oh well, if you're moving walls around and doing all this, that's a major work, obra mayor, instead of an obra menor.
Yeah. And so they said, well, in that case, it has to go to the city archaeologist as well to sign off on.
And the community town.
And then it has to, because it's in the old town, has to go to the Comunidad de Valencia archaeologist. to say yes or no.
Amy and John share their trials and tribulations. Because the building sits in such a historic part of town, the approvals and bureaucracy required for a major renovation are extensive. Still, they know that once they get through it, the effort will be well worth it.
Oh, wow, look at these tiles.
This is what was under that pink tile.
Yeah.
Okay. Under the pink tile and in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Two missing.
Swing pieces.
And an easel?
She was an artist, the one who lived here, and so Amy's used that a little bit.
I love the old, the hanging heavy blinds that keep the heat out. Yeah. So what?
And it's got,
These doors. Yeah, these beautiful doors.
And this will become a big bathroom.
Like an ensuite
with
kind of thing.
access from here and also from the hall.
Okay.
So
This is our mock-up. This is our mock-up of. This is the vanity, mirror, toilet, shower.
Okay.
The door will get moved.
And then a door will be over here.
Okay.
And a door through into the bedroom.
Yeah, and then we'll have like a built-in wardrobe on this wall. So that will go away.
Fantastic.
It's a beautiful old place, and it's going to take roughly 100,000 euros in renovations before Amy and John can call it home.
This is the last third.
Yeah, the last part.
Yeah.
More of these 60s tiles from the bounce.
Lovely. At least they were consistent.
Yeah. So this is going to become utility laundry.
We'll move the water boiler up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is second bedroom.
So when you have stayed, you've stayed in
Yeah, we've stayed in here. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll cut down and
We're above the patio down here.
And then we can fill the patio with hanging plants and what have you. And then this will be like a Juliet balcony, full opening doors.
Yeah.
So this.
Oh wow! Look at that.
We're gonna,
So this is like this. Yeah, the ceiling, the roof up there.
Yeah, the roof's gonna get redone. So they'll waterproof, insulate, and all that stuff, and put all the old tiles back on.
Okay.
And then this, we're gonna open all of this up. So this will just be one big space in here, and this will be like art studio / office /
winter living.
It's
where you throw some sofa down here and a bunch of blankets and. So this is the selling point.
Yeah.
The pièce de résistance.
I'll go out after you.
Okay.
Ah, beautiful. Views of the castle up there.
Yes, that was big.
Yeah.
We could sit out here and relax and just stare up at that all day. All night.
The quiet interior. It's inside the block, so it's quiet. There's not fairly private sort of place.
And you hear your neighbors.
Yeah, there's a buzz.
And
cicadas.
You can't really see them or vice versa. So
there's some great kind of view. I mean, you've got the castle over there and up there. The dome of the church. And just some cool kind of old buildings, Are you comfortable sharing, and you don't have to, what you paid and what you think it's going to cost, the thing?
So we paid 85,000 euros plus fees and taxes. I think we ended up around 93 all in.
93.
Something like that.
So all up, maybe sort of 200?
Close to 200, I think.
We're
by the time everything's all
I mean, to get a beautiful old place. All up to date, nicely done. 200,000 euros, views of a medieval castle, 3 floors, terrace, pretty in a lovely town where you feel at home.
Yes.
Pretty amazing. Congratulations.
Pretty great. Yeah, thank you.
For anybody who's making this move, I don't know, what's like I mean, these always are hard to kind of sum up, but it's kind of one thing. It's just like, God, if I could just tell someone who's moving soon or planning to move, like,
don't make it about like leaving the U.S. or leaving the political environment or leaving the economic environment of someplace else, wherever you're coming from. Make it about I love the culture, I love the attitude, and I want that. So I'm moving towards something instead of away from something.
So there you have it, guys. A big thank you to John and Amy for sharing their day with us. And remember, if you're curious about moving to Spain, you want to come to the free webinar I'm offering on the 9th of September, all about the 7 key secrets you need to know to make for a successful move. Information down below. And if you'd like to see another couple's story about moving to Spain, then check out Debbie and Kevin's story in this video here. They moved to Malaga, to Nerja, and in this video I go through their cost of living. So anyway, we'll see you in the webinar, and we'll see you in this video over there. Ciao.